still a sore subject. We're not allowed to bring it up at Christmas.
I'm fucking real, bro. You ain't shit.
I mean, if I can't say something that just cut cold or make someone laugh, I don't even type it.
You a fucking punk-ass bitch!
Jesus Christ, that hurt. I'm still got a headache over that.
I'm the greatest man talking on the fucking face of the earth right now.
You should be thanking me that I'm talking about Tennessee. You guys can't coach, to be honest with you. He's just a high school coach.
Fuck me.
What is it all with again? What's over again? Quit it, not feeling good.
Yeah, go ahead, Unabomber. What the fuck are you saying about the SEC, bro?
Don't be ridiculous right now, okay?
No, USC is far better than Oklahoma historically.
Can we get a timeout just for half a second?
Because I want motherfuckers like you every goddamn day!
I just can't believe y'all put a statue of this guy already at your campus.
Dude, whatever you're smoking, buy a ton of it.
You a fucking punk-ass bitch!
Then it makes me look like I got owned or something.
Smacking off.
Welcome to Smacking Off, the podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Madden. I'm joined with Doug Phillips. Doug, how are you tonight?
Great.
Unfortunately, we've kind of run out of college football to talk about. I mean, there's a few little small side stories here and there that we may reference throughout the episode, but one story that has really captured our attentions here at Smacking Off, because, you know, we're shit starters. Let's go ahead and get that straight right now. Apparently, the associate equipment manager, and Mr. Kevin Purvis, which that's hilarious because we've always had an inside joke about Purvis Puppet Hole, character that Doug had created many years ago. But that's another story for another day. Mr. Purvis,
Purvis Peephole.
Yeah, Purvis people in this situation. Mr. Purvis was booked into the Athens-Clarke County Jail last Friday evening, charged with 4 felonies and a misdemeanor. Now, usually when we talk about stories like this, usually there's some wild party or, something most guys will slap each other on the back about. Of course, Doug and myself being Alabama fans, we instantly think of Mike Price or something like that, hookers and blow. Mm-hmm. This one, unfortunately, is a little bit stranger than that because apparently he had a camera installed in the, and correct me if I'm wrong, because there's a lot of different conflicting fake news about the situation. Georgia fans are pointing different directions about that. We're going to get to that in a minute. I don't know. It's apparently he put a camera in the locker room in the men's showering facility. Right. The football team. Now, there has been a bunch of, and this hasn't been confirmed or denied, but the Georgia fans are in a chorus have said that the person or the victim in this situation, because apparently somebody was filmed and they either caught wind of it or something. There's still a lot of details about this story unfolding, I guess. Mm-hmm. And it's curious to see how many details are not coming out about it, because Georgia's staying pretty tight-lipped about it. The police office, the police department in Athens is staying very tight-lipped about it. So we just know that he's been charged with 4 felonies and he had some pot on him and some pills. It looks like a Schedule II controlled substance, whatever that is. Mm-hmm. This is it's a fascinating story because, quite frankly, the Georgia program has been on a, I don't know, kind of an Auburn-esque roller coaster, if you will, with, Mark Richt's departure, Kirby Smart leaving Alabama to come and coach at his old alma mater. Mm-hmm. And then,
last year.
Yeah, last year was, almost unprecedented for a second-year coach who has never been a head coach before, at least as far back as I can think. And for him to do what he was able to do with what he was able to do with, which is, a roster of Mark Richt's players and a few of his own that he's added on. He's had a hell of a recruiting class this year. There's been a lot of great positives to talk about with Georgia football. So I'm sorry, a story like this comes along and you can't help but snicker just a little bit. Because number one, really, who was actually harmed in this situation? It's weird. It's, it's strange, but who was actually really harmed in this situation? Who's going to have to go to therapy over this?
The UGA Nation.
Yeah. And we have tried desperately to get
everybody.
Georgia fans on board for this segment tonight, and they have dropped off the face of the earth. The ones that are very vocal in the smack rooms right now are all they're talking about is what Georgia has and they've got a lot to talk about. Again, there's been a lot of positives recently in the Georgia program.
The one thing they're not talking about though is this.
Yeah,
they're acting like
they have avoided this. Oh man, that's non-news. No, it's news. It's the only news that we have to talk about right now in college football with the Final Four going on.
That's it.
Which we are going to talk about at length later on this evening with our cast of roundtables. There has been rumor of a Tiggy appearance on this one, so we'll see if he slides in our DMs tonight. But yeah, going back to this Georgia thing, because again, this is so fascinating. And I think it's so fascinating. It's not really the incident itself. The incident itself, it's weird. It's something to snicker about. Ha ha ha. No big deal. And it's really not that big of a deal. At the end of the day, that's kind of why I just said a moment ago, nobody was really seriously harmed in this. This guy's got charged with felonies. Trust me, he's not going to be able to work at a 7-Eleven after this. But, the sheer just like, again, if this happened at any other fan base, and we've talked ad nauseum about the whole Penn State thing. Of course, we did a segment
if this
a couple episodes ago about the, upcoming Sandusky movie.
If this was Alabama.
Or not Sandusky, excuse me, the upcoming Paterno movie.
It's actually coming soon.
Yes, it's coming very soon. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a big Pacino fan anyway. So,
if this was Alabama.
Oh, God, if this was Alabama, this would be on the front page of the Wall Street Journal, man.
Would the UGA fans want to not talk about this?
That would be the only thing that they would talk about. And again, if it happened to any fan base or any of the, let's say any of the upper echelon top tier fan bases, this is kind of, and this is going to sound weird by saying this, but this is kind of a low key, I don't know, you've made it sort of thing, because in this day and age, in our age of post satire, as a friend of mine likes to call it, that's kind of where we're at with things. When you make it, you're automatically going to get trolled. When you make it, you're automatically going to get slammed and trashed on the internet and yada, yada, this, that, and the other. We've had Uncle Lou on the show, and, you go into chat rooms sometimes and you'll hear people hating on Uncle Lou, but, I mean, Uncle Lou's got balls, man. He's doing his thing. So, and that's just a sign that he has made it. And when you make it, you're going to have a bunch of fucking haters. That just happens. So I don't know, Georgia Nation, hold your little chin up. It's not that bad. It's really not. Again, nobody was seriously harmed in this, and if they were, an adult, probably a little creeped out. And again, when you use a public facility, you kind of need to poke around anyways. These days, when I leave the house,
I mean, didn't Chuck Berry go to jail for something like this?
No, we're not going to talk about that. We're Chuck Berry's pro Chuck Berry on the show.
We really are.
Grudgingly, I mean, we have to do a lot of
he did have a toilet cam though.
Yeah, he was a bad man. Chuck Berry was an awful human being, but he wrote some tunes, dude.
It was the girls' bathroom, but
oh well, yeah, he wasn't trying to be gay.
I think all they were doing at Georgia. I've been really thinking about this. I think they were just trying to make sure those guys were pretty good shape, you can't always tell that.
You have to analyze every single last moment, even every last movement.
You can't tell that on the field. They're wearing all them clothes and pads and shit. You can't tell, man.
Yeah.
You can only in a shower scene you can really tell if they're
when they're working out. They wear those little shirts and this, that, and the other. I mean, there's other things you have to consider.
Right.
Yeah. Any bumps and bruises that might affect overall playability.
So I mean, you look at it like that, and I guess he's really expanded on what Saban's taught him, and he's going the whole 9 yards now.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards. The full 9.
Right.
Well, I'm glad we had this conversation about Georgia football, and I know Georgia fans are too. And again, it really is. It's a non-story that just unfortunately happened, where there's absolutely no stories to talk about. And Georgia's hot news right now.
Yep.
Came off with one of the just like most astonishing recruiting classes probably in modern college football history. I mean, it's sick.
Yeah, what did they get, 7 or 8?
Got it. It was a record. And now, and I always like to play devil's advocate when we bring this up. It's all about player development, but Kirby's got them boys playing some damn good ball.
It's going to be interesting to just see what happens this year. I mean, are we going to see the same Georgia this year that we saw last year? Maybe.
Or are we going to pull up Pornhub and see clips of this whole shower incident?
No, that's definitely going to happen.
I have to bring this up on air because it was the goofiest thing, and it just caught me in the wrong way. And I have to extend on air an apology to the Facebook group, where it's actually the Facebook page. The Georgia Bulldogs suck. What happened is that I made a little meme. Basically, it was some random shower locker room that I Googled that just happened to have a similar color scheme to the Georgia, the Georgia logos and colors.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of Photoshop. Took a Pornhub some picture or something and changed the caption on it and put this picture of this thing on it and a couple Georgia logos, and bam, I've made what looks like at first quick glance a actual Pornhub entry, a video from Pornhub.
Right.
Well, apparently it was shared in just a couple groups. I didn't even share it on our page, which you should all, if you're listening to, you should be going to and checking out, liking, and doing all the stuff at our pages that you should do. But I only shared, I didn't even put it on the page, didn't watermark it or anything, and I shared it in a couple groups. And apparently somebody picked it up on Twitter and it started making the rounds through the Fuck Georgia pages. And so I've had people unironically share this. Oh, you think that picture you just did or the comment you just made was funny? Check this meme out. I was like, I fucking made that shit. But again, I do it lightheartedly. But somebody had actually took one of the posts off one of the pages. I think it was All Sports 24/7, the one that Dane's involved with.
Mm-hmm.
Took that off there and actually tweeted it, and that was the tweet that they had retweeted. But when they did it, they kind of made it look like they were.
It was their work.
Yeah, well, and I don't think it was intentional. That's the way it just caught me off guard, and it pissed me off a little bit. I went in and wrote something snarky. I went back and apologized, but I do want to apologize on air, and in the future, I will watermark my shit because it really is. Memes are the most important thing of our time.
Yeah.
I mean, without memes, I think we would die.
And I won't also apologize to our audience tonight that we could not get any Uggas on tonight.
Yeah. Actually, we had he's contributed for Auburn. He's actually we paid for an Uber and sent him to Athens. Gabriel, who has made some shocking revelations.
And he called from the showers.
He's a detective. I mean, let's get down to it. He called from the showers, lost cell phone signal. Now we can't get a hold of him. So I don't know if he's been found out. Because he had to infiltrate the Georgia facility there.
Right.
Which is, I'm sure, under police tape and everything.
I'm sure we'll get.
I don't even want to think about what he had to endure to get to where he was at.
I'm sure we'll get a great story out of it later.
Or either that or he's dead.
If you want to win the game, you gotta take a good aim and get the most marbles with your hippo. Playing Hungry, Hungry Hippos. Hungry, Hungry Hippos.
Hungry, Hungry Hippos is the name of the game, and whoever hippo gets the most marbles wins.
Playing Hungry, Hungry Hippos. Hungry, Hungry Hippos.
I win!
Hungry, Hungry Hippos, new from Hasbro.
Visit our Facebook pages, Smacking Off the Podcast fan page and Smacking Off the Podcast group page, facebook.com/group/smackoff, facebook.com/smackologists.
NCAA Final Four Square Table Discussion with Robert Arthur and Tiggy Domz.
Recorded on, including Rocky Mountain Way and all the Rolling Stones, just a bunch of crap like that. And got a little 5-watt miniature plexi. It's rare as hell. It's cream colored. 5
Really?
watts.
Tiggy, tell us about your amp collection.
Huh?
Tell us about your amps and guitars, man.
Bro, I don't know shit about none of that, dude. I'm out here getting money, bro. Fuck you mean, bro? Hey, let's get it, bro. And bro, I'm gonna be a SoundCloud rapper, bro.
That is the best thing you've ever said on this show. Are you? I hope you recorded that. Are you recording this?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I think.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Whole lot of gang shit, bro.
All right, so we've lost Alex. he thought that he could call in from a regular phone line. I said you can't do that on a group call, so he said he's out.
Oh, that's
and
unfortunate.
Austin, I don't know, but man, we've got our two experts right here.
Yeah, this is really.
Hey, and you guys are not biased because both of your teams lost. I'm still going with Kentucky, by the way.
Hey, man, I'm a homer. I got to, I can't help it.
Yeah.
But I said Villanova would win it all, and I still believe Villanova would win it all.
All right, Tiggy, let's talk about this Gonzaga-Florida State game real quick before we get into this.
Bro, we would have beat the fuck out of Michigan, bro. I don't know what happened, bro. Bro, Michigan don't deserve to be in the Final Four. I hope Loyola Chicago beats the fuck out of Michigan, bro.
I think a lot of people in the country do. That would be one hell of a story.
Who you
Sister
pulling,
Jean.
Who you pulling for, Bob?
I mean, it's hard not to pull for Loyola.
It really is.
I mean, the sensible side of me says that Villanova's going to win it, but I mean, Loyola is a great story, and they're playing with hustle. They hustle hard. If you look at them really seriously, the way they play, the way they score, the way they play defense, they look a lot like Michigan. They really look like the same team, the way they do things. And I just don't know. I don't really have much faith in Michigan's coach, but I mean, the team's playing well. It's one of the best defenses in the country, and they can bomb the three. They like to slow the game down. And if Loyola gets them in a running game, I think Loyola wins that game. And then they got all that momentum and the crowd behind them and stuff. Nobody's going to root for any of the other teams when Loyola is.
No, you're right.
Yeah, this is true.
How many of these Loyola schools are there? Because I remember Loyola Marymount when I was younger.
Yeah.
Loyola Hank Gathers. Loyola Marymount with Hank Gathers. That was a great team.
Tell us, Tiggy. Tell us about the Loyola.
That's in the WCC, bro. That's in our conference, bro. There's also Loyola Maryland. I only know that because I went through all the teams. But yeah, bro.
Did you say Maryland?
We got Loyola Marymount, bro. Yo, dude. Side note, bro. Yo, we're not fucking leaving the WCC, bro. Dude, Gonzaga's better than fucking motherfucking the Pac-12, bro. We don't need that shit, bro. A whole lot of gang shit, bro. Hold up.
I really miss Dane Kelly right now for some reason. I don't know why.
Let me go and add him to the call.
Yeah, just go ahead and add him and just throw him in the mix. He's probably on the toilet.
Hold on 1 second.
I think it's in Gonzaga's best interest to stay in their conference too, because then people can speculate whether or not they belong in a Power 5 conference. People can speculate, that they would win through actual schedule. As long as they can do that, then it protects them from having to be exposed during the regular season. All they have to do is win 1 or 2 games against a Power 5 team in the preseason, walk through their weak conference, and boom, they got a decent seed.
Yeah, I mean, you do raise a good point. I hate to admit it, but you're right.
It ain't like they have to walk through Duke, Louisville, North Carolina. Syracuse every year, right? Just to play a couple good preseason tournaments, do well in them, walk through their chump-ass conference, and boom, you're seated in the tournament. If I was them, I'd stay with that too. It's not like they're like the SEC this year. It's up year, even though the SEC didn't make it to the Final Four. If you look at it, it's an up year for the conference. They keep hiring like Barnes, that used to coach Texas, is now at Tennessee. You brought back Bruce Pearl.
Bruce Pearl's had a hell of a run. He really has.
Right.
Again, Auburn didn't show that great, but just for Auburn to be even talked about or considered, Auburn hadn't been relevant in college basketball in a minute, in a hot minute.
Then you got Avery Johnson at Alabama. You look at the coach. The coaches are bringing the conferences on the rise. It's good overall for the SEC. It's good for college basketball, right?
Man, fuck the SEC, bro.
Here we go.
What was that, Tiggy?
Go ahead.
You're breaking up a little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got fuck the SEC. That's all I got. So go ahead.
That's all you said, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't like the SEC much.
Why is that?
Bro, I'm sick, bro. Bro, I don't know what to say, dude. It's because every day, bro. All right, I go.
Are you on the toilet?
I want to talk. South, people from the South are crazy, bro. I swear to God, dude. Every single time, bro, I see SEC fans, bro. Every single team, dude. Besides maybe Vanderbilt, right? They rep. It's kind of crazy. I kind of respect it, but it's also annoying, bro. You feel me? I just can't fuck with SEC fans, you know. And then the thing that pissed me off the most, bro, their slogan, like you know how they this year the SEC started pushing this thing. Oh, it just means more. That shit's so fucking annoying.
The old slogan was pretty cool, but they quit using
like,
that one.
they're just like superior to like every conference, bro. That's why I can't fuck with the SEC no more, bro.
What was the old slogan?
Right.
You gotta believe you're
The
the best.
SEC,
though,
we're
man.
better than you, and we know it.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
But it's like so stuck up. You feel me? Like it's like okay, yeah, you guys are good at football, right? You guys are okay. You guys won a lot of football.
Hey, if you look at our golf team,
you guys are trash in every other.
We
sport.
have
You guys
we have
can't play
hella golf
basketball.
programs.
Fucking Oregon State's gonna win the fucking baseball natty. Don't at me, bro.
Didn't LSU win it last year over Oregon State?
No. Hold on. No. Oregon State's gonna win it this year. All right, whatever. Fucking yeah, you guys are out in basketball, bro. Y'all got knocked out.
We gotta be bad at something. We might as well be bad at basketball.
Hold on. I don't think you guys made the Elite Eight. Yeah. Y'all got knocked. Kentucky was gifted the Final Four, and they blew it. Hey, Kansas State is sorry as shit. Y'all lost your best team to a sorry as shit Big 12 team, all right?
This coming from somebody Gonzaga lost to Florida State, a school that hadn't made a significant showing since 2000.
Wait, no, hold on. First off, our star player was injured. All right, Tilly was injured. No, Tilly was hurt. All right, that's our best player. Tilly was fucking hurt.
You was talking all this smack about Gonzaga, and they was so great, and they was gonna crush this guy, that guy. But what happened, man? So you got the young
Tilly was hurt. I don't know, bro. Our best player was hurt.
Oh yeah.
Fucking dude, no. Hold on.
Yeah, it's awful.
The way FSU plays, bro. If you watch the game, they play so dirty. All right, they basically tackle you every time. We didn't make a shot for shit. Yo, FSU is sorry as shit, bro. We didn't make any shots, and they still let us stay in the game for most of the game. Like, we were within a few points, like, the whole game, right? That's how fucking trash they are, bro. If they were like an elite team, like a Villanova.
They could have went on a run of like three-pointers in a row. They
They
could have won.
bro. We played our worst basketball all season, and they barely beat us, bro. We gave them the game, bro. They're not that good, bro.
All that smack, and they didn't do nothing. I find it comical, right?
Well, why did they?
Honestly,
I mean,
bro, we would have beat Michigan, though.
I want to get to the bottom of why they just gave the game away. I mean, don't they know that they were playing for a national championship? I mean, come on.
No, first off, our best player was injured, bro. Like, what are we supposed to do, bro? Like,
win the game?
If the dog
bro, our best player was hurt.
When did he get hurt?
Before the game. You didn't hear about it?
Groin injury.
Was it before the segment? Because you were pretty confident in the segment.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely it was going down.
It was like a game time thing. Like, I didn't hear about it at all.
I lost $4,000 because you told me to bet that way.
Yeah.
I turned on the fucking live stream, bro, and I see this dude. This dude's fucking hurt and on the sideline, bro. I'm like,
Crying.
what the fuck, bro? You feel me? Like, I couldn't believe it, bro. Like, I saw that, bro, and I was just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what is this? I was like, yeah, we're still gonna bust their ass, but like, whatever, right? And then our team played our worst game all season, bro. We missed every shot, bro. Still no credit to the other team. Florida State, garbage as hell, right? I don't fuck with Florida State. Florida State, garbage. You guys should have beat us by 40. That's how bad we were.
So what would have happened, Tiggy, if y'all would have been in a bracket to where maybe y'all would have played Kentucky instead of Florida State?
SmackingOff.com, the official podcast of college football smack.
From Kenner's Star Wars collection, each sold separately. Large-size Darth Vader with his lightsaber. Princess Leia, champion of the rebel cause. With her defender, Luke Skywalker. You can swing him into action on his grappling hook. And load Chewbacca's laser crossbow. Star Wars large-size action figures. Up to 15 inches tall and ready for action. Large-size Darth Vader, Chewbacca, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, each sold separately from
Kentucky, bro. Kentucky, they couldn't make a shot really against Kansas State, bro. There's no excuse for losing to a trash team like.
I agree.
They played great defense. I'm gonna give Kansas State credit.
Kansas.
Who?
Bro, come on.
I didn't pay the internet bill. Sorry.
Kansas State, no, that's not good defense. You guys just
They
couldn't
cut
make
it.
a
They
shot,
cut it
bro.
out a third.
Kevin Knox, overrated as fuck. All those players on Kentucky, a bunch of overrated ass bums, bro. All y'all trash as fuck. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
That's
Get
the
the
biggest
fuck
shit
out
I've ever heard
of
in my
here.
life. Do you know anything about college basketball whatsoever, man?
He's
Kentucky
young.
takes
Be
the
nice.
youngest team in the country, the youngest team in the history of the NCAA tournament, to the Sweet 16 and loses to 3 points to a team full of seniors. I feel pretty good about that.
Dude, but
And
Kansas State is a sorry team full of seniors, though. Like,
No,
bro,
they wasn't sorry.
any-
They played good defense. They was good. They did
They're
a good job. Bro, my
experienced
hats
at
off to them.
sucking.
They deserve to win the game. That's just that
bro,
simple.
Kansas State's probably the worst ninth ever.
I mean, he is so livid about the situation that he has broke the internet with this call.
Oh, yeah. He's out of his mind, man. He's talking all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, I hope Gonzaga does well in the future, but let's just face it. They're chumps. They fell off.
Bro, hold on. Has Kentucky made
Tiggy
4
is
straight
back.
Sweet 16s?
Yeah, they made 5 of the last 6 final.
Nope.
Final 8.
No, bro. Not 5 of the last 6. None of that, bro.
4 of the last
None of that.
6 Final Fours Kentucky has
None
been
of
in.
that, Robert.
And won the national
No
championship.
facts,
and won.
please.
Facts are tough, man. I know they hurt, but it's just a fact. Right?
4 of the last 6.
Final
Wait, hold on.
Fours.
4 of the last 6, bro.
Last year, they
I
was
just want to clarify something, right?
Last year,
You said
they was in the
4 of the
Elite
last 6.
4 out of
Yeah,
6. That's still
Last 6.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah,
odds.
He said 4 of
They
the
were in
last 6.
They were in the Elite 8 last year to North Carolina. I mean,
He said 4 of the last 6 times.
Yeah.
The Final 4.
Tiggy,
No,
now,
Final 8.
No, that's-
Tiggy,
how
I
is-
want to say that the last time you were on, you said something about the validation of a program going to the Elite 8 and the Final 4, if I remember correct.
Who?
You.
Me?
Oh yeah. Do we need to play the audio? Well, in fact, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and splice the audio from that previous call in right here during the broadcast. We need to do that.
4 straight Sweet 16, bro.
Oh my god.
Who is Kentucky,
We're talking
bro?
56.
Dude, you're comparing fucking Sweet 16s to a team that's got how many fucking national championships?
See, bro, here's what you do every March, bro, when you're picking out your bracket. Take Gonzaga, no matter what seed they are, just put them in the Sweet 16, bro. That's a guarantee, bro.
That just happened, dude. You helped us make some great podcasts. I really appreciate it.
No, wait, hold on. Look, dude, bro, Kentucky, look, you guys make like Elite 8s. That's cute, right? Look, we don't play for Elite 8s, bro. Gonzaga play for championships, bro. It was so funny.
You know what you said. I mean, you do know what you said on the show, right? About in your defense of Gonzaga. So I'm just saying, man, that you said.
Hold on.
So that can't
Think of it
apply
like
to
this,
any
right?
other team.
Which
Is that
program
what we're
has been more
saying?
successful recently? Kentucky or Gonzaga?
Kentucky, for sure.
No, last 4 years.
I mean, why are we talking about just the last 4 years? Why don't we just go back to the beginning of college basketball?
Last 4 years, bro. That's recent because that's how long a senior stays in school,
Okay,
right? 4 years.
okay.
We've definitely
We're moving
been more
goalposts here now.
I mean, it's undeniable. Y'all haven't.
It's 4 seasons.
Yeah, no doubt about
Name.
it. I mean, we've.
I'm in
we went way-
suspense. I'm in suspense now. I need to hear the other side of this question. Tiggy, we lost you.
All right, look.
Okay,
For the
okay.
last 4 seasons, not state, just tell me how Kentucky finished each season. Last 4 seasons, go.
I mean, the Final 8, Final 4, Elite 8, National Championship.
Hold on.
Let's do that.
No, you did not make 2 Final Fours in the last 4 years.
Yeah, we have actually. And not only that, we
nah.
won the national championship. Was it 2014? Wasn't we 38-1 in 2015? 38-1.
I think your years are a bit off. I don't remember anything.
38-1.
Tiggy wasn't born then.
Yeah. 38-1, brother. Hey, check us out. Has Gonzaga ever won a national championship? I know we all know the answer to this, right?
That's a big no.
Hold on. Think of it like this, right?
Think of it
Yeah,
like
No,
this.
no, think about it like
last 4
this.
years.
Has
Let's slide this
Gonzaga-
goalpost over here real quick so we can kick an
Gonzaga
easy field
ever
goal.
won the national championship? Ever? Have they ever won?
Look. So last
No,
4
that's right.
years. We don't care about his bro. Who cares about the 1900s, bro? You're talking about the
1900s. Ye
Oh,
old
we won 10
1900s.
championships back to back in the 1900s. 19 fucking.
No, UK just won a national
The
championship in
1900s.
2014.
Like, well, I mean,
When?
the
Wait, 2014.
1900s.
Hold on.
What are we
let's
talking
see.
about for
2014,
1900s?
2015, 2016, 2017, 2018.
18,
Hold on.
14.
So wait. You think Coach Cal is a good coach, right?
Yeah.
No, I think he's a great recruiter.
I think he's
Okay,
a good coach.
You think he's a great recruiter, right?
Yeah, that's
If
what
Coach Cal was
win.
that good of a recruiter, all right, you're telling me you won in 2014-15, right?
No,
you won 2014, right?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say right now that Coach Cal is probably,
hold on.
I would say, easily within the top 5 of active coaches as we speak.
Okay. Look, if Coach Cal is that good of a coach, right? You say he last won in 2014, right? That means he got his ass put out 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. This man got his ass whooped by UNC, fucking Duke, all these and some garbage ass.
UNC and
State,
Duke
bro.
got
Kansas
two
State
blue
whooped
blood
that
programs.
ass. Kansas
Yeah.
State put y'all ass out. Fucking
down the
Coach
last-
Cal, bro, ended the game, dude. He was over there crying, bro. This dude was
listen.
sad, bro. This dude was fucking sad. He lost, bro.
I'm sure he
Coach
made
Cal,
some.
he
He
got
made some
gifted
extra
the
money
Final
for
Four.
getting to the Elite Eight.
No, you got it all wrong. Kentucky took the youngest team in NCAA history to Sweet 16. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Seems like a pretty good
Bro,
coach.
you lost
to
to
me.
Kansas State. How can you feel good about losing to Kansas State, bro?
Kansas State was a great team. They did a good job.
No. Kansas State, you know who Kansas State beat
It's a hell of a
to
lot
get there?
better
They
than losing
beat
to Florida
number
State.
16 UMBC. They beat good job. They beat number 16 UMBC, bro.
How about y'all losing to a football school that hadn't had a significant showing in the tournament since 2003, man?
Bro,
Well,
Florida
y'all
State
face
probably
the-
will destroy
Yeah, can we
Kentucky.
start talking about some
Florida State
Gonzaga
probably will
football for a minute?
Bro, undefeated since 1947. Come at me, bro. You don't want this, dude.
I think
Yeah,
the
don't
Gonzaga
what?
football
Well,
team is undefeated.
You
Aren't
ain't
they?
said nothing yet that was factual, man. I mean,
What do you mean I haven't said? Dude, look, I already said this, bro. Look, dude, Coach Cal, bro, he lost. Don't forget, bro. He lost to like a 7-seed UConn in the championship, bro.
Yeah, but we were a 10 seed and took a team that lost 10 games the regular season to the championship game.
But you lost. How do you lose to a 7 seed in a championship, bro?
Yeah, we were a 10 seed. We were a 10 seed and took a 10-loss team to the national championship game that wasn't even expected to win the SEC tournament.
And bro, don't forget. Last year, dude, UCLA, they came into Kentucky, right? They came in there, they whooped y'all ass. Lonzo dimed y'all up.
What happened in the tournament? De'Aaron Fox shut him down and made him look like an idiot.
Coach Cal got out-coached by, what's his name?
No.
So,
Let's
I don't
talk
remember
about that.
UCLA coach. He's trash as fuck.
Let's
Y'all
talk
got
about that.
beat. Y'all got your ass beat on your home court by a Pac-12 team, bro.
Let's talk
Pac-12
about this.
owns the fucking Kentucky.
Hey guys,
bro.
guys, can I step in just for a half a
I'll
second
just
here?
take the 1 point in here.
I
What happened in
have
the
some
NCAA
breaking
tournament?
news.
What's that?
Gonzaga did have a football team back in 1941. Go ahead.
Anyway, in the NCAA tournament last year, Kentucky crushed UCLA with the same team, and De'Aaron Fox made a fool out of Mr. Ball.
Okay, but where's Fox
About
now?
what?
Fox isn't even relevant, bro. I don't even know what team he's on, bro.
He's vying for Rookie of the Year. He's in top 5 rookies
Who?
in the NBA.
Who? Wait. Who? I haven't even heard of De'Aaron. No.
You never heard
I haven't
of him.
even heard of him this year, bro.
Sure, Evan. His stats are
What
way
team
better
is he
than
on?
Mr. Ball, Hotmouth. Mr. Hotmouth Ball. His stats
Is he
are
on
way
the
better than
Nuggets, the Kings?
Hotmouth
He's on
Ball.
some trash ass team, bro.
He's
Those
on
are
those
three
on
words that
Sacramento,
go
bro.
great together.
De'Aaron Fox ain't about shit, bro. There's a reason Lonzo, dude. Lonzo
It's just hype.
is.
But Daddy's big mouth. He ain't done nothing.
I mean,
Lonzo
he's
has
okay.
God-given
He's not
ability to
horrible, but
pass, bro.
he's definitely he's a middle of the pack player right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
De'Aaron Fox
let's
stats
be
are way
honest.
better.
Does anyone who here would take Fox over Lonzo if they're starting a new NBA franchise?
I would definitely
No one.
take Ball's
No.
daddy as my marketing manager because that guy has got some fucking skills.
Yeah.
He's got skills to pay the bills. I don't care if Lonzo ever makes another shot for the rest of his life. He's paid. His dad has at least carved that out for him. Kudos,
Yeah,
Dad.
that's
You
big
say whatever
stuff.
you want to about that guy. I know he draws a lot of hate, but I'm sorry, man. I love the guy. That's that post-satire age that we live in that I talk about so much on the show these days. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. I present to you from the group Next Level, Vol fan Paul Garner and the legendary Boogeyman from National F-Bomb Sports, ladies and gentlemen, JPC himself, Jesse Paul Clark.
You goddamn coward pussy motherfucker. I can say that. I don't have to say UCLA. You a coward pussy motherfucker. And I got your fucking ass. You already know I got your fucking ass. You know what, motherfucker? Just like, hey.
No.
I let him sit there and talk. I actually let him sit there and talk for a little bit, and then I started talking, and you saw he started talking over me.
Samuel, man, sorry about me cussing Jesse like a dog, but fuck it, I did. That's how it is.
Tommy Tuberville got ran out of Auburn because of his wife. His wife was sleeping around with some of the players and just being a complete whore around town. She had like a midlife crisis. I can't lie about this shit, man.
Are you serious?
I'm being so serious. I mean, this is all honesty.
I am more than happy to come on and argue with this fool every time about why the Washington is not a legit threat.
And Tiggy,
I didn't even get to the Big Ten.
Give us a parting comment.
All the Michigan State fans were gone, like last year. Like, remember last year, dude? Michigan State fans were non-existent.
You were there. I just want to remark real quick how much Florida State looked like a Final Four team when they played Gonzaga.
Bro, we play Michigan. Dude, Michigan is not. Honestly, I'm kind of pissed Michigan made the Final Four. Like, that's the only real team I'm pissed about.
Yeah,
because they don't deserve that, bro. Like, look at who Michigan played, bro. If they got so lucky against Houston. Houston should have won that, bro.
So
interestingly enough,
14 seed.
And we haven't even brought up
the Final Four.
We haven't brought up Kansas making the Final Four.
Okay, but Kansas is a good
for
team.
some reason
Kansas
or another, everybody else is
team.
kind of quietly. We've talked about Villanova, we've talked about Loyola, because that is the Cinderella story right now. But nobody's really talking about Kansas, who's playing some damn good ball down the stretch right now.
That's not surprising. I mean, Kansas is Kansas.
I mean, they played an epic game the other day.
Kansas has got a good combination of various players and good young players, and they got a decent coach, so they're going to do well. But I still believe Villanova's going to beat them.
And you're probably right, because again, Villanova is just playing on a completely different level right now.
They got 4 different guys that can drain the three starting. They got a good bench. They got a coach that can get it done. I don't think they're scared of nothing.
And well, look, we've talked about. I mean, again, we can go on ad nauseum about the fact of we've nobody has their team left. We as some Alabama fans, we got knocked out way early. I don't even think we should have went. But yeah,
they got to have 68 teams.
So. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, got to have somebody. But yeah, realistically, fellas, we're down to the Final Four. Who's going? I think Bob's pretty much on record with Villanova at this point.
Are you still feeling that way?
Still feeling good about it.
Bridges is going to smoke them.
Tiggy, who walks away with the thing?
Man, I hope all 4 of them lose, bro. Remember, Gonzaga should have been. Dude, look, Michigan. Hold on, let me say it real fast. Look, Michigan. Look who they played. They even destroy like the 14.
You're on a fucking roll
tonight, 3 against
man.
a 14. They should destroy them by 50 points. They won by like 10. Then they played a 6 seed Houston, the best team they've played, and they need a miracle last second 3-pointer to win it. They should have been out right there. They survived there somehow. Then they play a 7 seed, bro. UNC would have whooped that ass. They got lucky there again. Look, and then after, let's see. So they played a 6, a 7, a 14. Then who do they play after that? They got lucky and they play a 9. If they played a 4 seed Gonzaga, they would have lost. They played a 9.
So,
bro,
look, and again, we can pontificate on that all we want to. That's pretty much a matter of public record now. Where do you feel? What's going to happen in the coming days? Who's taking the whole thing away?
We got 3 big games
with the 4 teams that we have left. Give me one.
It's not going to be Michigan. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, we know that. I think you very well established that. I mean, okay, then out of the other 3,
it's going to be Loyola, Chicago. Dude, Michigan is so lucky. They get to hang a Final Four banner for free. That's fucking bullshit. Look, all right, so Loyola, Chicago. They're going to be playing. So the real national championship is going to be Villanova, Kansas, right? I think we can agree on that, right?
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, again, that's the smart money, but Loyola has shocked the fuck out of everybody so far.
Yeah, they're playing well. I mean, that's a great, well-oiled team. Everybody knows everybody's role.
Well, and they have that one little X factor that puts teams in this position, and I mean, they're riding off that momentum.
So you're saying that Michigan and Loyola is the 3rd place game, Tiggy?
Wait, there's a 3rd place? No, never mind. Look, all right, no. So here's how it's going to go.
We got him stirred up tonight.
All right, so look. Villanova against Kansas. Look, you would think Villanova wins this, right? So that's why I'm going to go with Kansas, right? Kansas is going to come out. I think Kansas has better talented players, right? Villanova, great coach. They've got decent talent, right? But so Kansas wins that, and Kansas goes, and then they do beat Loyola. So Kansas wins, yeah. That's kind of shitty, bro. None of these teams deserve to win, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Well, I mean, and again, that's just the way it. Oh, look at the double neck over here! Wow, Jimmy Page.
Yeah, I thought you might like that.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
Gibson double neck, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I don't know. Can we include the video on the podcast?
No, we're not recording it.
We'll just get a picture of a double neck and just put it up there.
Can we just
it needs to be a white double neck too.
Think there's any pictures of Jimmy Page playing a white one?
Yeah. But put Bob Arthur's head. Oh, Jimmy Page. Yeah. Make sure you get Jimmy Page's hair though, because that's the important part of Jimmy Page. That and that killer licks.
There you go.
Well, and to be fair, Tiggy, the only game that I've really paid attention to in the last round was the Kansas game, and I was extremely impressed. I can't take anything away from Villanova because what they've been able to achieve up to this point. They are the two pedigree teams left. Villanova maybe slightly lesser than Kansas, obviously. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I see this thing shaking down, and I got a feeling that Kansas is going to pull it out. I mean, they're certainly no stranger to the position they're in as far as the program goes.
Kansas? Yeah, I mean, I think what's the craziest thing about this is when like the brackets were announced, everyone was like, "Oh man, the South, that's the region of death." You have Arizona, you have Kentucky, you have Virginia, all in one half. Some decent teams, like they're not amazing, but they're decent, right? Tennessee and Cincinnati, overrated but decent, right? And then somehow an 11 seed makes it out of that. Like that's crazy, bro. You know, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I respect Loyola for that, bro.
I really do. I mean, they have. I mean, to come from where they're at, and I guess in the pecking order of the of college basketball to the point that they're at now. I mean, it really is. It's a special story. I'm not going to lie. The whole Sister Jean side story and this, that, and the other. Everybody likes the Catholics.
The truth of how hard it is to seed teams today. If you got all the attention on the Power 5 conferences and you got a great team in a mid-major, they can't seed them high because if they lose out, it looks like they wasted a pick. If they seed them too low, they run through the tournament and it's a miracle, right? I mean, it is so tough to seed teams. I mean, who are you going to compare them against in the seeding process,
Yeah, well, and I think we kind of touched on this last week when we were discussing or maybe the week before last, when we were discussing the 16-1 surprise. And, again, does that team, even though they're seeded as a 16, is that really a true showcase of where they're at?
No.
Do they really honestly deserve to be a 16?
They might get those brackets right sometimes, and sometimes.
And a lot of that has to do with pedigree. I mean, I think we can all agree on that. The Kentuckys, the Dukes, the Kansas, so on and so forth.
Well, look at the money
even Gonzaga as of late. I mean,
look at the money they're losing, Shannon, because Kentucky, Duke, and North Carolina are all out of the tournament. If Kentucky, Duke, and North Carolina, if Kentucky and Duke had met in the final game, it'd be the highest rated game in history. They make a fortune off from it. When Kentucky lost to Kansas State, it cost CBS a fortune. Their president come out with a public statement that CBS lost millions of dollars because of that.
Well, and again, I can't really cry about that though, because that's the way that falls. That's a business decision that they decided to make, and that's one of those things that they need to consider when they go into that decision. So as far as whether they didn't lose any money, let's go ahead and get something straight right now. They did not make the money that they were projected to earn.
Right.
So that shit like that really sticks in my craw. You know what I'm saying? Nobody fucking lost any money.
They rely on the blue bloods for big ratings. And really, the truth of it is, a story like Loyola is a great story.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, how many? And there's a lot of people who got knocked out early that are going to tune in and be rooting for Loyola because it is a feel good story.
And if Kentucky or Duke wins the tournament, I mean, it's great for those schools. But is it great for college basketball? I mean, it's great for me.
It's great for Las Vegas.
Yeah, but it's better for the game if the teams like Loyola get a chance to go to the end and fight for it. It's better for the game if Gonzaga's in it, right? It's a great story. They've never won a national championship.
Gonzaga, bro, but we're a blue blood though. Like, it's not like that. I mean, come on, bro. How can you say Gonzaga's not among the elite, bro?
They're just not, man. I mean, you got Louisville.
No, take away national championships. Just take like regular season.
Well, you
right?
kind of have to when you
We're
talk about
always
Gonzaga.
relevant,
So.
right?
Yeah, you gotta
We're always
forget about the nationals.
Yeah, just go ahead and take that off the table immediately, and then let's open this field up a little bit more and move that goalpost over so Tiggy can kick another field goal.
Until they win a national championship, they can't be discussed in that manner, man. And there's so many great teams ahead of them. And
tell me Gonzaga is not a top 10 consistent program in the last few years.
Tell him, Bob.
Last few years, heck, I mean, they don't really matter. You got to be consistent over a long period of time. I mean, compared to Indiana, they're nothing. Compared,
I mean, they've had a nice stretch. I'm not going to take anything away from them there, but you know,
is that not consistent enough?
You cannot seriously consider them in a conversation when we start talking about the Kansases, the Dukes, the Kentuckys. You know, the absolute. Even UCLA, you brought up UCLA early. I was just that's the creme de la creme of of college basketball.
UCLA didn't even make the.
Gonzaga's working their way up the ladder. Don't get me wrong, but as far as actually up there on that upper echelon, no.
UCLA's kind of been absent for a while.
I want my MTV.
I want my MTV.
See new video music you can't see anywhere else. New contests, new specials, new guest VJs, new news. Too much? Yeah, too much. Never.
Too much is never enough.
Smacking Off invites you to join us on the podcast. If you have an opinion on an upcoming game, some commentary on your conference, or want to roll with one of your fellow smackers on air, hit us up. You can message us at the Smacking Off or X's and O's Facebook pages. Email me at maddenshannon@toothfairy.com or call us on the Smack line, 304-508-BAIT. And as always, fuck your team.
Smacking Off welcomes Austin Parish.
Oh, look who decided to pop in.
All right,
here
he's joining. We're being.
Everybody put your pants back on.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
What's up, Big Money? How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. You got.
Oh. We had Austin for a moment, but Austin has muted his mic again.
What the hell?
What the hell?
There we go. All right.
There you go. What's up,
man?
Just
got a phone call. Yeah, these guys caught me like right in the middle of. I was riding my motorcycle to my cousin's house.
Well, it's fine. We got Tiggy on, and Tiggy and Robert have been arguing pretty much nonstop for the whole thing. But anyway,
nice.
we're going to get your insight on this on these 4 teams left.
All right.
Talk to us about it.
Gotcha. Well, I predicted Loyola to go to the Sweet 16. Obviously, they went further than I thought they would.
Further than everybody thought they would.
I remember that.
Everybody. Yeah. And, I mean, what can you say about it? I mean, they're playing great basketball right now. I mean, they pass the ball. They make clutch shots, obviously. I mean, that's what got them through the first couple of rounds. And, I mean, they just went right through it. I didn't think they would beat Kansas State, and they handled those guys. So, I mean, you can't count those guys out at all. I mean, I think everyone has to give them a little bit of respect now. And as far as Duke is concerned, or not Duke, as far as Kansas is concerned, I mean, they're looking pretty good. I mean, they knocked off Duke, and they're looking, to me, they're looking the best out of all 4 teams. In my opinion.
Aha! So we do have a Kansas guy. Yeah, that's kind of where the consensus now is gone.
I think Bob's going with Villanova still.
Yeah, Bob's still going with Villanova, but we still have 3 Kansases.
No, we don't. I'm still going with Kentucky.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
Real quick, Tiggy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we got us an Arizona State guy on. Meet
Arizona
Austin.
State. Oh man, come on, bro.
Austin, meet Tiggy Domz.
What up, Tiggy?
Bro, Arizona State fucked us up, bro. I don't really fuck with Arizona State no more, man.
So you're done. Arizona State is dead in your eyes.
Bro, that was fucked up, dude. Bro, we would have made the playoff.
I was at that game, and I'll tell you right now, that was I couldn't believe that defense. I was like, did somebody dress like, did the Arizona Cardinals like sneak in the locker room and put on ASU uniforms? Because that defense that night was insane. I've never seen them play that well under Todd Graham ever. And only giving up 7 points to UW. I was everybody was like, what the fuck's going on? But couldn't say that for the rest of the year.
What about Washington?
You guys still made a bowl.
What about Washington Lorenzo Romar, man? Did they aren't they investigating him as part of the FBI investigation and how he got Markel Fultz?
Oh, bro, it's a funny story. So, Romar's gone, bro. He left like a year ago, and now he's like the coach at Pepperdine. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like a shittier school. It's in the WCC, but like, I mean, I don't know about that Fultz stuff, bro. Like I said, like I like Gonzaga for basketball. Like Washington, like they're all right. They're still kind of trash. So once they get a bit better, I might start peeping them, for basketball. But
hell yeah,
dead air.
I don't like that Jeff Capel hire though at Pitt, because that not puts Bobby Hurley on the waiting list to take over for Krzyzewski, and that messes us up a lot.
I actually had to leave the room for a moment to go refill my coffee, and I came back in, and I believe Doug farted while I was gone.
No, it didn't happen.
You did fart.
Yeah, Bobby Hurley, his daddy was a great coach. He's probably going to be a pretty good coach. I mean, he's got a good lineage. He's had his hand under a master. I don't see him destroyed it, but he ain't going to be Bill Guthridge or nothing like that. But it's going to be hard. That's going to be a hard act to follow, Coach Krzyzewski.
Little known fact, of course, for people here in our part of the world, Arizona State produces more porn stars than any other university in America.
Ow!
Oh, that was kind of back in the day. I mean, we were like, number one party school.
Is that old news?
On the Playboy list and all that kind of stuff. And then
I still see a lot of young ladies.
He's trying to turn them into like an academic university. He's doing actually a pretty good job of that. He's like trying to, clean up the act that was left there beforehand by people like me and other people. But
how them girls?
Wait a minute. Austin, are you admitting that you did pornography when you went to ASU?
I neither disclaim it or admit it.
I thought you looked familiar.
The names have been changed to protect the guilty.
Yeah, I think
that's correct.
Yeah, his name was like Harry something or another. I can't remember what it was.
Picture Tiggy in a porn.
I can't picture Tiggy because Tiggy has never shown us his face. We only see the cartoon.
No, that is real.
That's not real.
That's
real, so not real. Tiggy, one of these days you're gonna at least just have to send us one still picture. We promise we'll never use it on anything.
No, you need what you need to do is you need to record a video just like freaking Pike does, and then have somebody put the cartoon head over your head and make the lips move.
You could do that.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah.
Just blur your face out.
Yeah. Do it like they do like on Unsolved Mysteries when you have like the housekeeper that doesn't want to reveal
make it look
their
fuzzy,
identity.
yeah.
You got to be committed to ugly, man. I live with it every day. It's not that bad.
You're a very attractive man. If I was a gay man, I would be sucking your nipples right now. I don't roll that way. Keep your shirt on, please.
The last time Doug seen me in person, my hair was down to my ass.
Yeah, I felt a hell of a lot better about that.
Actually, when I first met Doug, Doug's hair was down to his ass. Your hair was every bit that long. When I first met you. It most certainly was.
It was never that one freaking long.
Well, it was the longest that you had ever worn it with pictures that I've ever seen. So, yeah. I never grew my hair that long.
Tiggy, how long's your hair?
Doug, I got to mention this. I got a piece of paper that y'all drew up in like 1985 or 86 that when we got out of the Army, it showed all of our places on stage in this big heavy metal band, right?
Right.
And it had like everybody's stage mark and their name beside it and so forth like that.
Are you sure, did I draw it or did Norman draw it?
I don't know if you or it might have been Wade. I think Wade drew it.
Possibly.
Anyway,
yeah, me and Bob go way back, guys. That's why he's talking to me about stuff.
That's back when y'all opened up for Living Color, wasn't it?
No, that was after.
No, that's a true story. That is a honest to God true story.
I was in a band that opened for Living Color in Palm Beach. But that was several years later.
Yeah, I was still getting my ass shot off around that time.
Yeah, he was in the military then. That was
which that would have been which conflict? Nicaragua.
Well, at that time, it would have either been the invasion time or the Gulf War.
Oh, that's right. That would have been Gulf War Part 1, Daddy Bush.
Tiggy, tell us about your dad's military stuff.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys. I gotta make my picks. I gotta make my picks now because I gotta get going.
Go ahead, make your picks.
You got a beautiful woman
Just
staring at
don't-
you very angrily.
Just don't pick your ass.
No,
But we're not filming this.
Yeah.
My cousin's renovating his house, and I promised I'd help him out. So they're all looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Give us picks because
So-
we're about to wind down anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and do it.
All right, so we have Villanova versus Kansas, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Kansas,
Mm-hmm.
and over on the other side, it's Loyola versus who?
Michigan.
Bitchigan.
Michigan. Man, that's tough. Both Midwest teams, both tough physical teams. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna ride the bandwagon. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Loyola on that one.
Sister Jean rides again. Headed to
Yep.
the championship.
Ramblers. All right, so we got Ramblers and Jayhawks in the finals. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Jayhawks, Rock Chalk Jayhawk for the win for the Natty.
There you have it. Austin, thank you so much for joining us. Get back to the renovation because these folks are going to kill you. They have hammers in their hands, I'm sure.
Yeah. But thanks for having me, guys. Next time I'll definitely try not to pick a time when I'm trying to renovate a house.
Take care, man.
Hey, no, we picked the time. You just came on and gave us some picks, man.
Doug was actually doing some roofing earlier today, so I think there's a lot
There
of
you
that
go.
going around.
Feels good outside. I might go ahead and finish tonight.
It's not. Yeah, go ahead and get up there.
All right, man.
guys. Well, I'm signing off.
Later.
Later, guys.
All right.
He's still there.
What's up, Doc?
I'm telling the boys and girls about new pre-sweetened Kool-Aid.
Pre-sweetened Kool-Aid? Oh, let me at it.
Swam wabbit. New pre-sweetened Kool-Aid tastes great. It's easier to make, too. There's no sugar to add. Beat it, you crazy wabbit. Pre-sweetened Kool-Aid is sweetened without sugar. Mothers like that.
So do I, Doc.
Squam wabbit. Now, as I was saying. Hey, wabbit, you got your nerve. Oops, pardon me.
Thanks, Doc. Pre-sweetened Kool-Aid is terrific. This package makes 2 quarts quick as a bunny. Bugs Bunny, that is. And now there are 2 kinds. Famous original Kool-Aid and try new pre-sweetened Kool-Aid. It's already sweetened without sugar. There's no sugar to add.
All right, let's end this by saying that Gonzaga looked fucking terrible. I mean, they did. I watched that. I typically don't watch games like that, but I clicked it on and I was just thinking to my. I texted you during that game, Tiggy. Did you get that?
Okay, but think about it like this, right? If that's when Gonzaga plays its worst basketball, right? Bro, next year we're gonna be top 5 rated nationally, and we're gonna be back, bro. Like I don't know if you guys know about this yet, but Gonzaga's nasty, bro.
They looked pretty nasty that night. They did.
Yes.
Okay, that's because we had our best player out, bro. Like I said, bro. If we stay healthy, bro, we're probably the best team because we're the most well-rounded.
Did you get that text that I sent you that night?
I did. I saw it.
You just said fuck that motherfucker, didn't you?
Through the phone across the
I
room.
might have seen that, yeah.
You seen it? You said fuck that motherfucker. I'm not bothering to text him fucking back because
I'm not going to waste my energy moving my thumbs to retort to this bullshit.
All right, Bob, what were you saying?
I said, when you're Kentucky, you don't make excuses about your best player being gone. Jared Vanderbilt was on the sidelines with a broken foot, and I never said a word about it because if you're great,
was he even a starter though? I've never heard of him.
Oh yeah,
I've never even heard of him, dude.
McDonald's All-American last year.
He was McDonald's All-American. That doesn't mean much.
Well, it means a whole lot if you want to play at UK.
well, exactly. That's what I mean.
I think it means a lot,
Your
like
whole team.
for in the entire college
All right,
basketball world. Whatever.
Let's sum up the segment here. Okay, Bob has gone with Villanova. Did you pick on the games, Bob, or did you just say Villanova?
Oh yeah, I want to see Loyola and I picked Loyola and Villanova in the championship game.
Because
Villanova.
really, for CBS, that's the only matchup that's going to make them any money past this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and hopefully they won't lose all the millions they think they're going to lose.
All right, so Bob's
Bless
going
their
with
hearts.
Villanova in a Villanova-Loyola championship game. Tiggy's going with Kansas in a Kansas Loyola championship game.
No, honestly, no. Hold on. Actually, you know what? It pays me to say this. Michigan will probably win, right? Michigan is probably the worst. They'll be a worse runner-up in the history of the NCAA tournament, but they will make it.
Okay, so you're changing your pick.
I think Michigan.
It's going to be Michigan and
Kansas. Kansas whoops their ass in the championship.
Kansas wins.
Yeah.
Okay. And I believe, did Austin say Kansas and Loyola?
He's got Kansas. I've got I don't know if Loyola is still going to be able to pull it off, but I'm going with that feel good story too.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. Just to be an asshole,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Michigan.
Michigan all the way.
Michigan all the way. All right, guys.
If it is Michigan all the way, Tiggy, you're going to come back and talk to us about it? You're logging out for good after that, right?
Tiggy, do you got any messages for Uncle Lou? We're trying to draw Uncle Lou on. Uncle Lou said maybe, and he never really said.
Yeah, he kind of flaked out on us there for a second. We don't know what's going on with that.
I think he's a little upset about this shower cam thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't heard about that, Bob?
Yeah, I heard about the shower cam thing. I mean, so what kind of guy was he? Was he checking on girls?
No.
dude,
Uncle Lou is just a Georgia fan.
Oh yeah, he should get in and address that, man. He should, help.
I know we really tried to get an UGG on this week, and we could not get one.
Yeah, just at least talk about it, because I mean, there's no college football to talk about.
I think it would feel better if they'd talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead and get it out on the table. Like, yeah, it fucking happened. Big deal.
What Tiggy?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like impossible. You don't. How is he supposed to know anything about it? Like, there's no news on it.
So, we still want to know about the Bills.
Yeah.
I mean, because if this was Alabama, if this happened at Alabama, Georgia would be talking about it.
Tiggy, you are aware of this story, right? The story out of Georgia about the.
Yeah. I saw like a headline. I just scrolled past. Like,
what happened was that an associate equipment manager apparently planted a camera in the football team's locker room, the area where they shower. And apparently now he has 4 felonies and a couple misdemeanors tacked on. He had some drugs when they picked him up.
That's kind of gay. No. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but at the same time, that's pervy as fuck. I mean, So there's we tried to actually we did a segment. We had to wind up doing the segment by ourselves. It was a lonely, sad ass little segment. I hate to say it because
Uncle Lou just would not come on.
Uncle Lou would not come on. He didn't want to address it. He wants nowhere near it. And I think, quite frankly, he's a little bit afraid of you.
I think if you want to get Uncle Lou on a segment with you, Tiggy, you need to start pounding the shower cam.
Yeah, you need to pound that out. I got a couple good memes I whipped up. I'll send them straight to you.
Bro, we need to get this dude on, bro. This dude talks old as shit, bro, on YouTube, bro. He has this channel, right? He's got this big channel. He's got all these little subscribers.
Luke
His little chat box, right? He's got this little chat
for it
box.
on
He
YouTube.
goes live. He goes live playing his little stupid games, right? And this dude's over here, bro. I come in and I'm like, yeah, you're a dumbass, right? Gonzaga's busting Ohio State's ass, right? This was like second round, right? He said that he said Gonzaga had no chance to be Ohio State. We busted, bro. This guy has no clue about anything sports related, dude. I've proven him wrong time and time and time again, bro. And this dude still has a nerve. He's even trying to talk about basketball, bro. Like, dude, you're Georgia. You're in the SEC. You don't play basketball. There's only like 2 teams in the SEC that play basketball.
All right, send a message to Uncle Lou for us, Tiggy.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and address him directly.
No, bro, like Uncle Lou, like he's cool and shit. Like, I fuck with him, but still, this dude's kind of dumb, right? Like, no hard feelings, but this dude's just stupid. Like, this guy has no clue what he's talking about, like in sports wise, at least.
All right, there you have it.
All right, well, we'll send that personal message to Lou.
All right, Bobby, you got any messages for anybody? Shit, go ahead and send Uncle Lou a message too. Shit.
Yeah.
Uncle Lou, come on out, man. Your guy came out of the closet. Why don't you come out of the closet too, homie G4?
Oh, wow. I like that. I like the tone of that. You know, Robert, you probably need to come on as a mediator for that segment.
Yeah.
I don't that's too much for me.
Instead of kind of like a debate.
Yeah, I think it's
Cage
too much internet for
like
us
a
to handle.
cage match / debate.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right, man. Y'all have a good night.
Later.
Take
Later,
care.
guys.
Please subscribe to our channel by clicking the small smacking off icon at the top of the screen now. Click the link at the bottom of the screen to watch last week's episode.